Thank you very much for waiting, everyone, and welcome back to SASE 2021 in support of OAR. Here we have following up from our Mario block, we now have Peas with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, Peas, take it away.
Thank you very much. Alright, hello. Again, I am Peas, and I'm really excited to speedrun some Mario Kart because normally I play Banana Blitz HD or Monkey Ball, and this is probably one of the only times I get to show up a game that's not a main game that I normally play. So I'm sure 99.9% of y'all are familiar with the Mario Kart franchise, as it's like a party racing game where you use your items to beat your friends. But in this case, we're not going to be using items as per the title, and yeah, we're going to go from there. So we're going to hop into Versus Race, and you may notice that I'm be choosing Baby Daisy here. Number one, she's my best character, and number two, if you're familiar with the time trials, you'll notice that some of the lightweights are very popular for some courses. I'll get into that more into the run. I'm gonna keep this introduction like TLDR, like short and sweet, because I'll get to explain a lot more as I'm driving. So I have to show my rules here. Obviously no teams. We're gonna put the computers on hard, and we're gonna do these courses in order. The game will do it for us. And 16 races, going from Moo Moo Meadows all the way through Rainbow Road, N60 Rainbow Road. So I'm really excited to get this run going. And yeah, I'm ready for the countdown whenever.
Sure, thanks. Just count us in when you are ready to go.
All right, cool. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Ready, go. Alrighty, so this is the only long part of the run because I'm playing on cartridge. Yeah, there's a difference between digital and cartridge load times. It's very little, but it's gonna matter, you know, at higher level, of course. But had to be silent here to get this countdown going. And here we go. Let's just go ahead and start. So there's some fundamental tech that I'll be going for throughout the run here. Like right here, I'll be doing a little bit of snaking, which is something that lightweights are pretty good at. And if you notice at the beginning of the race, I started with 5 coins. That's due to the fact that in 8 Deluxe, if you start in the bottom spot, you will automatically start with 5 coins, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, that's only going to happen for Moo Moo and no other course. So, because we're going to be getting first throughout the rest of the game. So I'm going to stick right here and then get myself another mini turbo here. I probably should have actually held to a UMT. Did I get one? No, I didn't. Okay, that's alright. Okay, weird cow cycle there. I want to say that these cows are a little bit of RNG, but whatever. But again, I'm sure you all remember Moo Moo Meadows from the Wii version. It's really cool, pretty tranquil. And I have to say, when I first saw this course on the Wii U version, I was just blown away at the beautiful graphics and the music, for that matter. And yeah, so what I just did there was something called a counter hop, where if I hop in one direction and then hop again in another one, let's not hit a cow, my drift will come a little bit faster. And one thing to also know about lightweights is that they have the fastest charging time or the shortest charging time for mini turbos, which is why they're pretty cool. Uh-oh. Okay, good backup. Good backup. I did not want to go wide there, but at least we got that ending down, so. Nice. We're out of the first split relatively nicely. So a lot of this is going to go pretty darn quickly, so I apologize if my speech becomes a bit too distorted, like I'm John Green or someone. But anyway, we're on to GBA Mario Circuit, and why did I get bumped by the villager? So for whatever reason, if you put on hard mode, the computers will tend to magnet your lines. So, which means they'll almost always take similar lines as you do, the ones that are the most competitive. Like in this case, my rivals are Villager and Lemmy, I think. It changes depending on the character at times. So right here, I'm going to be going for a no item shortcut, and okay, that was decent, even though I bumped into those tires there. So basically, a no item shortcut, or NISC for short, it saves a little bit of time than taking the intended path. Some of them are hard, some of them are easy, similar to what you would like consider skips in the game. Like they save about at least one or 2 seconds here. And another thing that I'll be doing in terms of drifting is I'm going to be flicking a little bit of neutral for some really tight turns so that I can turn more quickly. And that was a very scuffed disc, but that's okay. This is one of the more difficult shortcuts to go for in Mario Circuit. So yeah, this is actually my most played course in this game for whatever reason. Probably like when I first played this game and time trialed like to get a sub like 130 with shrooms. I played the heck out of this course, and when I play this course online, it's just, yeah, it just goes out the window because items are a lot more, they're a lot more mean in this game. A lot more mean. Okay, missed 1 MT, but that's alright. And we're done with Mario Circuit. Alright, let's move on here. We're going to be going back to the DS and playing some Cheap Cheap. And I have to say, this course is really beautiful with an underwater section, and there's a glider here. And I'll be doing something that you probably may not have seen. Maybe in time trials, but not in an actual race. So, I don't think I've ever done this charge before, but that's alright. So here, I'm going to actually not trick off of this glider, because it's faster to, or here it's faster to charge an MT and then let the game automatically release it whenever you reach the glider. For some of the gliders it's faster, and some others it's actually faster to just trick off of it. So fun fact, this might be a pretty incorrect explanation, but your speed will reset whenever you trick off of anything, which is why it's for some courses it's faster to not trick off of ramps or gliders for that matter. So whoa, good recovery, good recovery. Sometimes if you try to like over counter hop, that will happen. That will happen. All right, so here I'm gonna go for a UMT boost here. So another thing about babies, they buffed the mini turbo stat to where lightweight characters will have the longest mini boost. So like whenever you release the mini turbo, they get some boost, and the lightweights have the longest mini boost time, which is why for some tracks lightweights are a lot better than heavies in terms of like time trials. And if you're wondering, the meta is actually Waluigi Wild Wiggler or Bitty Buggy or Waluigi Bitty Buggy. It's due to the fact that Bitty Buggy kind of has one of the more balanced, or Bitty Wiggler, and the Wiggler has the more balanced stats in terms of speed and acceleration, and unfortunately the babies are the slowest in this game in terms of ground speed, but they have the highest acceleration, which is good. But speed kind of matters more in some cases. All right, so we're out of the first Grand Prix. And here we go. Wait, no, we're not. We're not out of the first Grand Prix. It's early morning right now, so my country's a little scuffed. All right, this is the last of the first Grand Prix. So Toad's Turnpike is, fun fact, I think this is one of the only courses with real RNG involved in terms of what cycle of cars I get, and I probably did not just get time trial cycle, because you normally never see that glider at the beginning there. I could be wrong, but all right. So one thing that I forgot to mention, or didn't really hit on, is that coins are very, 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 very important. That's 5 berries, right? And multiply that by 2, and that's the amount of coins that you need to have if you really want to bring your A game to racing. Because with 10 coins, you reach your top speed. And for lightweights, it's really good. Because if you come up against a Waluigi Wiggler with only like 5 coins, you're going to be outspeeding them. Oh, this is somewhat time trial cycle. I'm going to trick off of here, even though that's a no-no. You're actually not supposed to trick off of that glider, because airtime is a no bueno here, but we're just going to trick. Just don't ask questions, just consume product. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about Turnpike, other than, oh yeah, so instead of, like, you know, approaching these cars, I'm going to go very tight, and depending on my RNG, I may have to go wide so that I don't hit the cars and lose time because of it. Gonna do a little bit of snaking here. Oh, this is looking pretty safe. This is looking really good. Oh. Oh, I'm not gonna bonk that. Yeah, I am. That's alright. Don't hit the car. Good, okay. This is a pretty good turnpike cycle. Oh, let's just not hit that car real quick. There we go. Whew! And wow, okay, I actually golded by 0.7 off of my first off of my last PB, which is pretty cool. All right, so we're coming up to basically the best cup in existence because my favorite track actually exists in said cup. Not this one, but the next one. And we're coming up to the first baby track of the entire run, where the world record of time trials is actually with baby. And so I'm going to go for another NISC right here. This is not something that you would normally go for, but it saves a little bit of time. And so I'm going to charge the UMT here. Okay, there it is. And I'm going to go... So fun fact, these coins are actually faster than going for the other side. And then we're going to get an SMT here, hopefully. Yep. Counter hop here, get another MT, and I'm probably going to get one trick, but... That's one. Okay, so... Good thing I'm using Pro Controller, because shake tricking is going to save me for some of the tricks that I have to go for. Especially on Sherbert. Actually, I'm not going to go for a trick on Sherbert Lane, because I'm going to try something very cool on Sherbert when we get there. Alright. Alright, so since this track is pretty cool, and there's nothing really much to say, now's a good time for donations. If there are any. Or any special announcements?
We haven't got any donations at this current time, but there are still some incentives open. So if you type in exclamation mark bid war, you can see the sheet that shows any kind of open bid wars, or if you head to the Tiltify page, you're going to see it there as well. So we currently have some bid wars open for, we have one for Fire Emblem Awakening, where you can choose the avatar name, and a couple open for Final Fantasy Legend 2, where you can choose the human name, the imp name, name, the BBD name. Those are all open at this time, as well as one coming up for the Ghost of Tsushima run after this, which is naming the horse.
Alrighty. Now, have you heard me suck my teeth on or suck the tongue on accident? So I was trying to go for a trick off of the little ramp thing there, because I actually saw the world record for this recently, and that's kind of what they did, but I ended up missing it on accident, but that's alright. I did get 2 tricks in the last lap, so I'm probably going to save a little bit of... Nope, missed the last trick there. That's alright. This is one of the harder baby tracks to drive in some cases. But yeah. Alright, so now we are moving on to the best track in the game, in my honest opinion. Good old Donut Plains 3. I can't tell you how much I love this track. It's actually what got me to playing Baby, for that matter. The fact that it's not only a Baby track, but it has so many things that you would want in a Baby track. Like, one, you have this really cool NIST that saves a bunch of time. And kind of bonked the grass there, because I took that one a little too wide, but even if we bonk the grass, still going to save a little bit of time. I'm going to lose like 1 second off of my gold, though, because I got 3 for 3 good NISCs, but it's alright. Which means I don't have to worry about the mole section being a little bit of a pace lock. Just tiny. Just a little bit of a pace lock here. So, I guess I can give a little story about how I fell in love with this track. So, my favorite track in Mario Kart DS is, of course, Donut Plains 2. And I played that track so much on the DS, and then I got really excited when they brought this back, or Donut Plains 3 in Mario Kart 8. And I just fell in love with it, and I just kept playing it over and over in the Wii U version, and then, yeah, here we are now. Too bad it's not my most played, because our Mario Circuit exists as my most played, but it's alright. So there's actually a faster way to do the NISC, or well, not really faster way, like, if you bonk the wall, or like get a wall clip, it's actually a little bit faster than the way that I do it. But I just don't go for it since I'm currently inconsistent with it right now. But maybe very soon, if I actually sit down and time trial this track like I used to, I probably get a much faster time than I currently have, which is like a 118, which isn't bad. Oh, okay. that doesn't lose much time from my previous PB. Cool. All right, so we're coming up to Royal Raceway here, and this track has another glider strat that I'll be going for, and as well as some snaking involved. And I believe, that's the first time that I did not get full startup boost. That's not cash money. That's all right though. One thing I will mention though is that the nice thing about versus mode is that at the beginning of each lap, the coins will actually respawn. So that if you really miss coins, you're not going to get punished for doing so. But still, you still need 10 coins regardless. So yeah, this glider strat is pretty fundamental. It's one of the more easier glider strats to learn if you're like getting into competitive Mario Kart. Or at least if you go online and you play against stronger players, that's one of the things that they're going to be going for. So I probably didn't need to snake right there, but at least I got a SMT off of that. And another thing that babies can do really well is chain mini turbos, which is essentially what I'm doing here. So whenever I'm teaching baby strats to some people, I always mention how MT chaining is a bit more important than you might think. And this track is really good for practicing chaining your mini turbos. And counter hopping too. Okay, good. I got the UMT into the counter hop there. This is a pretty fun track to drive. This is probably one of my favorites in the original version on the 64, and probably one of my favorite tracks to run in Mario Kart 8. Might I say though, these graphics are really beautiful, really beautiful. Oh yeah, this also has a NISC. I didn't mention that already. Alright, so we're going to snake a little bit here. Get through this UMT turn at the very end. And we're going to be done with Royal very shortly. So this feels a little bit faster than Shell Cup. I don't know. I guess when you're just driving baby, you're just going fast. Ah, lost point. I would have actually go to that split if I got full startup boost, because that was a pretty fast Royal, but it's all Gucci. All right, so we're coming up to another tech that and I burnt out. That's funny. So another thing about me is I actually go by the audio cue for the startup. So we already lost 2 seconds from that burnout. And don't fall off, please. Oh my gosh. Yep. So you know how I said that the bots actually don't kill me again. You know how I said that the bots actually have they magnet to your lines. So I was actually going to go for the super bounce, and I got bumped while taking the super bounce. So there's that. Woo-wee. If it wasn't going to happen anytime soon, it was just going to happen there. So it's a marathon. But all right. So let's catch up here and actually go through this first part here, and actually let's try that again. And this is where I get to interject about what tracks I really don't like driving with baby, and this is kind of one of them, due to the fact that this super bounce here, oh nice, this super bounce here is also really fundamental if you're trying to get into competitive, because top players will be going for that. And if everyone goes for it, you're going to get bumped off. And the babies get bumped off almost every time. So, and notice how I'm actually not tricking off of these ramps. Arguably, you can go for what we like to call a ramp strat, where you hold a UMT and then release it as you approach the ramp. But I just don't go for it. At least for the sake of practice, I don't. For me, it's just better to take a little bit of a conservative line there and then just trick off of the last ramp there. So let's go for one more super bounce here. And I don't trick because the Pro Controller can be really mean to me at times. Let's go. I'll have to say, so far this is the cursed this is the cursed split now. For every cool run that I have, there's always one thing that's cursed, and I'm pretty sure this is it. But not to worry though. My PP, I actually hit a pokey in Dry, and I believe I fell off on TikTok. I think. I'm not too sure. My current PP is a 3720 something. I'm comparing against my worst splits right now, so can't remember which one of my PBs it is. Yeah, so I lost 6 seconds from burning out and getting bumped off by the bots, but that's okay. Because I'm gonna save a little bit of time, very shortly. Not in this split though. And please don't burn out again. Good. Okay. I'm actually excited to show this one off because in the competitive, I'm going to be comparing competitive a lot now. So in the competitive scene, there's in this upcoming section, not here but the next one, there's 2 ramp strats. But check this out. If you're a baby, you can do this. Oh, okay. We landed in the dirt, but that's essentially what you go for. So basically, my inputs were I pretty much did something called a soft drift, where I tried to soft drift, where I don't normally hold the stick straight to my current direction. I just hold it at somewhat of an angle, if that makes like upright, up left, those types of angles. It'd be easier with an input display, but yeah, that's pretty much what I try to go for here. So we're gonna go for it again. Let's go for a better one. I'm gonna let go of my A button here so I can align myself accordingly. I'm not gonna lose much time from releasing the gas a little bit. And one thing that I also do sometimes after drifting is hopping to realign myself accordingly. And I'm gonna actually try this, see if it's faster. Instead of chaining an MT, I'm going to hold a UMT straight to the glider and then get a UMT glider. Which I've not tested this yet, but it's one of the nice things about Baby is that you can be so creative with lines that it becomes almost one-dimensional, and you can pretty much just do whatever. Okay, this should be a good one. There we go. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. So this actually used to be my worst track to drive with Baby. But it just became one of the more fun ones to drive. So I'm gonna hold the UMT here. I probably really could benefit from doing an SMT or going into a glider. I have some Mario Kart friends in chat who can probably definitely confirm. And wow, okay, only lost 0.6. Not bad. We're slowly gaining some time. Slowly gaining. And here we go, Sherbert Land. This is where I get to try something here. I was able to get it somewhat in practice, but if you've seen the world record time trial for this track, you might know what I'm talking about. So this is also one of the best Baby tracks in the game. It's a bit on the more I would say one of the Baby tracks that I wouldn't pick up until like later. But yeah, oh, I missed those coins, but that's all right. Let's go for this. Hold to an SMT, nice. That could have been a little bit better, but that's gonna be slightly faster than before. Even though I missed some coins, that's definitely faster than just going for a trick and just checking the Pro Controller and trying to do that. So we take those. Hopefully I'll get a much better setup on lap 2 here. And judging by my driving, it looks like I got a time trial. If you really want to get better at Mario Kart, I recommend time trialing. Like it has helped me tons learn more about the game and learn more about my driving as a player. So yeah. Yeah, that was definitely fast. So I smell a gold split coming up. I can smell it and just yeah. all of my senses are telling me that this might gold. So all right, let's just not bonk that thing. I'm supposed to go tight, but because of me trying to take a very flashy line, I went too wide. But that's all right. That's all right. Oh, okay. If I tried to drift right there, I was dead. Or I was gonna bonk something. All right. Dang it! It wasn't a gold. I think it was because of me going wide on lap 3 and accidentally missing the coins on the first section. But hey, that was a goal in my heart. It felt fast. All right. So Music Park, another. If I didn't mention this already, this is actually a Grand Prix of baby tracks coming up. The first was Sherbert. This is we're now on Music Park, and then the next one is gonna be Yoshi Valley, and then TikTok. So 4 baby tracks, and then TikTok will be the last baby track of the run. Okay, I did not get a super bounce, but that's all right. Which means I don't have to worry about getting airtime off of this ramp. So, fun fact, if you delay your trick after the music note bounces you, it's faster than just tricking in general. And it's actually kind of cool too. And it's actually one of the strats in the game where you have to delay your trick in order to get more speed on the ground, as ground speed is pretty much important when playing Mario Kart. So. I believe now's a good time for any announcements or donations, and I missed the super bounce. That's cool.
So we haven't got any donations at the moment, but you are all watching the Supporting Autism Speed Event, which is raising money for the organisation of Autism Research. They're a charity that strives to fund autism research as well as enhance the quality of life for individuals with autism. And you can find out more about OAR at researchautism.org.
Very nice, very nice. All right. So can we let's just get the super bounce lap 3. Let's just get it. That was the really slow super bounce. It looked like one. Looked like it. So yeah, if you couple a mini turbo with that bounce there, that's more time save. All right, so I had to say that was a pretty slow music part because of missing the super bounce like almost all 3 laps, but it's all right. But I golded for some reason. Okay, we take those. All right, so Yoshi Valley is probably one of my favorite baby tracks to drive. Some of my friends do not like driving this track because of competitive reasons. But I think, in general, the lines here are really cool. And they actually made it a lot easier in this game compared to Mario Kart 64, if you remember the fact that they just removed the map from this game. Or from the track. You know, I try to go for a double trick there. World record strats, but hey, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Alright, so here, some of these tracks you can actually visualize and understand why some of these are baby tracks, because of just how the drifting is in this game. Do not hit the egg, thank you. That should have been a UMT, but because of the way that I inputted the drift, I got the SMT instead, which is fine. Just as long as I did not bonk the egg, we were going to be fine. Staking there is probably not going to be necessary, but here I'm going to chain an SMT into another SMT and then do an MT on the bridge, and that's speed. That is speed. And then basically do an MT and then trick off of the off that little ramp there. So yeah, big reason why I play babies in Mario Kart is, again, they're creative, and I feel like it challenges you more to consider your driving compared to using the meta and, you know, being all speed when you can do really creative stuff if you just sit down and practice it. That isn't to say, though, at higher level you got to practice the harder stress to become more consistent with the best setups in the game, you know? That goes for like anything that you want to do. So that's how I approach babies in Mario Kart. But be ready to eat a lot of bottom spots because of how slow the babies are, and if they get hit out, you got to be really good at catching up. That's all I can say. There we go. I might lose a little bit of time here because I know I played a faster Yoshi Valley. Like, I can feel it in my bones. Alright, let's just see. Oh? Okay, survey says that I actually saved 0.1, which is alright. Okay, TikTok. This is where, I really want to go for this on lap 2, but you'll see. This is probably one of the most technical tracks in the game. Oh boy. I'll go for it lap 2. Why not? We'll see. Alright, so here I'm gonna just play a little bit more, a little bit soft here. I can do empty snakes in this section, but I'm not gonna do that because these gears are really mean. Now this strat that I'm going, or this Nisk that I'm gonna go for is not that hard on lap 1, but on lap 2, it can be very cringe at times, and that's alright. Alright, I'm gonna go for a lap 2, so it is possible to do it shroomless, but the reason why shrooms are a lot more optimal here is because of the hand cycle. I have gotten this before, only in practice though, but we'll see. We'll go for it. We'll see what these gears are looking good. All right, believe. Oh, it was worth a shot. So, the reason why it's a little bit hard in that situation there is because of where the hands actually line up. Ideally, it is possible to actually hop onto the very end, but I completely missed it. But again, it was worth a shot. I actually didn't lose that much time. I can't remember if my PB dies here too, but it's all right. It was worth it. I'm gonna see how much time I'll lose if I do it. Now, if I was on a really good pace, I would not have gone for it. And the reason, don't die here. Good. This is something that I like to call guaranteed hands. But hey, at least we got it. Yeah, okay, so I did die here in the PB on lap 2. So if I didn't go for it, I would have actually saved time, but who cares? all in good fun. But yeah. Alright, Piranha Plant Slide. This one is actually one of my favorites on Baby now. Mainly because of this beginning section here, so. And we can get it. Nice. Alright, that's 4 coins. Then we're going to actually charge a drift here, get an SMT off of this, and I'm going to be going for a really risky glider strat, which is seemingly consistent for me, unlike anything else. And then again, let's just not jinx ourselves here. So snake here. Oh, bailing out. Yeah, I'm gonna bail out on that one because by that setup, I was actually going to end up in a very bad place in terms of where I was just gonna die essentially. So I'll go for it again lap 2. But the key thing here, can I get this part? Yes. Okay, that was slow, but I got it. So for this glider strat, it's like you want to do a snake, but then you want to hold like really hard left in order to get it. And believe it or not, it's faster than just doing the glider strat as intended. We're gonna go for it again. We'll go for it again. This looks good. Yep. There we go. Don't undershoot. Nice. So ideally, you want to end up with an SMT, but even if you end up with a regular mini turbo, it's still good. Still really good. Nope, I couldn't go for it because of the way that I took that line. But it's all right though, because it's actually harder to go for the middle section lap 3 because of the plant cycle. All right, we're coming pretty close to the. This is actually the last cup here, so we're coming pretty close to the end of the run here. I think I'll ask for the last set of donations on There's the SMT glider. Nice. All right. But very soon, we'll get to a section in Grumble where I'll ask for any last minute announcements or whatever. Oh, golded by 0.4. Yeah, so if I hadn't gotten the SMT glider all 3 laps, I would save about a second, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, so 2 more tracks. 2 more tracks. All right, so here we go. Grumble is not very friendly to babies. It's not only is a scary volcano, but in some cases you want to be careful to not get bumped off by heavyweights. I will say though, I like driving this track with baby though. It like the drifting feels really nice. So I'm gonna take the top part here. Number 1 is world record strat for heavies, and number 2 it's faster than just staying on the ground. And I'm going to chain an empty and then get another one here. Pretty much. It's actually something that I've been trying quite recently. Not sure if we'll see, because for me to know if it's fast, if I just drive fast. So, all right. So this track used to have the ultra cut in the Wii version, but unfortunately, Nintendo just said no. We're not gonna let you win the game just by riding around the little part of the volcano. Yeah, wherever. You're not doing that. You're gonna play the course and cry. if that isn't a more accurate description of Wii Grumble Volcano for some people. Alright, I'm not gonna go for an empty trick here because I don't want to fling myself into the lava and yeah, I'm not doing that. Alright, so this is lap 3 of Grumble. Now's a good time for any last minute announcements before I get to the very last split of the run.
No worries. So just to remind everyone that for the next run, which is Ghost of Tsushima, there's an incentive open for naming the horse. To remind anyone that who are looking to donate for that, that will close on the run start. So get your donations in for that as soon as possible.
Alright. Let's just not hit this little guy here. I think one of the bots just fell off. But alright, that's Grumble. Yep, so whatever I did in this split just golded, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so N64 Rainbow Road. And right off the bat, I'm gonna say that this course was better in the 64. That's all I'm gonna say. And time will be whenever I cross the goal. The goal, the finish line. This is not Monkey Ball. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you're serious. Wait. Did I just kill a bot along with me? Wait. Did I not only just fall off, but I took a bot with me? That was actually funny. Oh my gosh. Of all things to not want to happen in the run, it just happened, and then I just took a bot with me. Alright, let's actually finish this run on a more serious note here. I'm gonna like not PB by about a few seconds. Only due to some sheer driving errors, but that's alright because believe it or not, I've not done a run of this in a solid month. I've been doing other things in Mario Kart, but it's really good to come back to do another first run and get like a 3740 something probably. So it's pretty good. I can definitely say that with better driving and not dying or burning out at all, I can easily get a low 37. This is like top 15, 8, top 20, top 20 on the leaderboards. Can I get a Unity glider to end this off? Nope, I cannot. Alright, so time will be now. Alright, and that's that. That's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. Don't know why I said the game like that, but we take those.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Peas. How does that compare to your PB?
So I have a 3735, and my PB is actually a 37. Well, I lost 15 seconds, so I'm pretty sure. No, wait, that's 35. Or is it? I actually lost 7 seconds off of it. So it was a. Let's see, my PB is a 37.27, and my gold is a 30. Or my best splits are a 37.17. So basically, I had some pretty fast driving in this last run, but due to some driving errors, I only lost about 7 seconds off of my PB, which isn't bad off of the first run.
I was gonna say, that sounds pretty good, especially if you haven't run the game for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you want to plug before we finish off?
Yes. So this will not be the first time you see me. Very soon I'll be commentating my friend Arcania's Kirby's Avalanche run, and if you're a fan of the Puyo Puyo games like I am, oh, you're in for a treat. It's basically Puyo Puyo but with Kirby characters. So I'm really excited to watch him basically play Puyo fast, and then for what I like to call my own main attraction is Banana Blitz HD, which will happen sometime tomorrow, I believe. And I'm really excited to show that game off because my Twitch name is PSMB, and SMB stands for Super Monkey Ball, and so yeah, that's the game that I play. And Mario Kart is just one of those games that I really like to play for fun, and even at a good level, it's just so much fun to play. So I will say though, feel free to follow me on Twitch again at PSMB or my Twitter, and that will, I think that's. Oh no. Thank you to my Mario Kart friends who actually came out and supported me in the run. I saw them in chat and I was like, oh my gosh, they're here. That's actually pretty cool. And of course, all my other people from my own stream in general who watch and support. Again, thank you so much. I apologize for this ending outro. I'm going to cut the chatter and send it off to the next person. So y'all have a blessed day and see you guys in the next couple of hours, actually, when I'll be on comms.